right, so, this is one of the rare moments where I'm going to get on here and give one of my little rants or whatever. And, like, I'm trying to not be negative. I'm trying to be positive. I'm on my way to brunch. I'm going to treat myself and then do some laundry and then go to work. But, like, I was thinking about something today after seeing a video where a guy was talking about how ICE has arrested a little boy, a baby. And they used the baby as bait to also arrest the baby's parents. Oh, wait, what am I? And so it when I looked at that, I was just like, this stank ass country, man. I never really liked this country like that. Like, I like being alive and being on the planet and everything, but, like, I think that the world can be hot, it can be cold, and I'm just talking about nature. It's windy sometimes. There's all of these things that's happening. I think I'm thinking about the weather a lot because we're about to get hit with a snowstorm, and that's just naturally nature. That things are just gonna be hard sometimes hard, sometimes easy. It is what it is, but we make it so unnecessarily hard here. We make it unnecessarily hard, and I think that's been my biggest beef with this country. That's been my biggest issue with not even just this country, the world. That's always been the biggest gripe that I have about being on this planet is the amount of unnecessarily difficult situations that we create. And then we manufacture these situations, and then we have the audacity, the nerve to call upon a God that we invented to blame them for allowing what we've created to come to fruition. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's part of the reason why I get irritated when people say, why is God allowed this to happen? We allowed it. Huh? What you mean, God? We allowed it. We should have been asking questions. Why weren't we asking questions? We shutting down the people that ask questions. We shut down the neurodivergent people. We shut down kids. We shut down everybody that asks questions. Wait, why are we doing it this way? Because that's how it's done. If you don't, it's one thing to complain about somebody trying to reinvent the wheel. But somebody questioning the square wheel that you invented, I mean, maybe they're onto something. And I think that's just my irritation with everything. I know it. Just wave your arms and look around. All of it. Why are we doing it this way? Does it have to be this hard? I don't know. And that's another thing. I feel like that's part of the reason why I do think it's okay to hate people. I know that might, that might make a few people upset hearing me say something like that. But, like, there are people that need to not be here. Making it unnecessarily hard. Okay, well, you don't understand why, why does a child get to eat without pay? Okay, all right, well, I'll answer the question if you go into this room. Okay, shut the door behind you. Like, we're at a point now where all these people voted for this. The only thing that I can find solace in at this point is the fact that whatever happens to us is going to happen to them too. That's the only thing that helps me to keep it together, is knowing, well, at least whatever, horrible ending is going to happen is going to affect these ridiculous people who didn't even think to question all of the unnecessary violence. Didn't even think to question it, as long as they thought it wasn't going to happen to them. People willing to sell their souls to pay less taxes. Anything for less taxes. Anything. Okay. Whatever happens, I am so happy it's going to happen to them too. I'll experience it just so that I can experience it alongside them. So I can watch their faces as it happens. Sick of it.